very good evening, viewer. You're most welcome to the Nilecast only on West Nile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day. Every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name's Okumuringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories, let's first have a look at the news making headlines today. In the headlines tonight, over 200 million shillings raised in the Mahdi West Nile Diocese mega fundraising drive for the construction of the Golden Jubilee office block. Plan International hands over classroom blocks to 4 schools in Nebi district. And Omugo Girls Secondary School receives beds in Terego district. This and more in the Nilecast News Bulletin. It's the 9th of April 2024. You're most welcome to the Nilecast only on West Nile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. On the 8th of April 2024, the Directorate of Ethics and Integrity under the Office of the President engaged the religious leaders of the various faiths from the West Nile sub-region in Arua City to seek for their opinions towards the validation of the draft of the Religious and Faith Organizations Policy. Farish Majid reports more.
The Directorate of Ethics and Integrity and the Office of the President is carrying out national consultations on the policy being developed to streamline operations of religious institutions within the country so as to avoid injustices within the sector. On the 8th of April 2024, the entity convened a meeting with the clergy from various faiths across West Nile sub-region in Arua City to seek the opinions towards the validation of the draft of Religious and Faith Organizations Policy, which is currently being reviewed. During the validation meeting with the stakeholders to analyze the draft policy at Heritage Park in Arua City, Jasper Tuimbise, the facilitator of the policy, says the meeting aims to address the gaps in the policy before it officially being passed for implementation.
This is an overview because we are doing what they call validation. Now validation is because processes of consultation took place and then there is what they call a draft RF or policy. And that draft is out of, again, consultations, out of many processes. And of course, some of you were involved in the processes, others were not. And what we are doing is, this is okay, this is not okay. This can remain, this may be changed to this language. That's really the very purpose of what? Of validation.
Alex Okelo, the Permanent Secretary, Directorate of Ethics and Integrity under Office of the President, says that, among other reasons, the policy seeks to protect the flock from being taken advantage of by some unscrupulous persons within the religious sector.
There are some pastors who tell lies to their congregation just for them to get money, to get many people coming giving properties and the like. It has happened. Some come and said, use the Bible. Because the Bible has quotations which say, you plant a seed, you sow the seed, and the seed will germinate and multiply. They interpret it that sowing the seed means bring here 1 million, the bigger you give, the more blessing you will get. That is not what the Bible says. And that is what we are saying. Those kind of manipulation are actually what government has said, no. The churches should be accountable. So the churches should tell their congregants, their congregations, their parishioners, the truth.
Some of the clergy shared their opinions on the policy under review, with majority supporting it, while few others are still hesitant and express fears towards it.
Religion is about ethics and integrity. You have seen, and ethics and integrity is to do with the moral fiber of our people, the moral heritage of the people that God has created on the surface of the earth. And it is the communication, the message of God is packaged and delivered to the people appropriately by the religious leaders and institutions. And I think, therefore, it was the right thing to engage us.
As religious leaders, it is a good thing because when we talk about aspect of integrity, It is the way you present yourself, the way you serve God's people, wherever you are, in truth and sincerity.
And this discussion, which is drafting a policy concerning regulating the religious affairs in the country, to me is the best policy, which has been a desire of my heart to make sure people live in peace. If there's anything church is supposed to do, is to make sure there's a coexistence and peace that exists between different churches as they work together. The issue of noise in the night when some people are resting, I think it is a contextual thing, because first of all, one, the disturbance of another person's rest when they sleep in the night. I think there may be a need to regulate that, because not everybody may be praying in their church.
Once fully developed and passed, the policy will act as a solution to the conflicts within the religious institutions, where there will be a call for self-regulations. Farish Majid, West Nile TV, NILEcast.
The Mahdi West Nile Diocese held the 7 years anniversary of the transformation and pastoral leadership of Bishop Charles Collins Andaku, the Bishop of Mahdi West Nile Diocese, and a mega fundraising drive for the construction of the Golden Jubilee Administration Office block on the 7th of April 2024 at Emmanuel Cathedral, Mvara in Arua City. Over 200 million shillings was raised for the construction of the Mahdi West Nile Diocese Golden Jubilee Administration block located in the diocesan headquarters in Mvara, Arua City. Take a look. On the 7th of April 2024, Mahdi West Nile Diocese held a 7-year Thanksgiving ceremony for the pastoral transformation and shepherd leadership of the Bishop of Mahdi West Nile Diocese, Right Reverend Charles Collins Andaku, and the mega fundraising drive for the construction of the Golden Jubilee Office block at Emmanuel Cathedral in Mvara, Arua City, with the chief guest preacher, Right Reverend Ponzozele Awinju, and the chief guest, Right Honorable Annette Anita Among, Speaker of Parliament, represented by Honorable Feta Godfrey, the Member of Parliament for Ivo East constituency. Over 1,000 Christian faithful friends of the diocese, religious leaders of different denominations, members of Parliament, local government leaders, business community, and the general public converged to give thanks to God for guiding Right Reverend Charles Collins Andaku through the 7 years of pastoral leadership of the diocese, and to also extend support to the construction of the Golden Jubilee Office block, which is in its second skeleton level construction. During the opening remarks, Right Reverend Charles Collins Andaku, the Bishop of Mahdi West Nile Diocese, thanked God for his guidance and wisdom throughout the 7 years of transformation leadership of the diocese. Right Reverend Charles Collins Andaku also urged the members in attendance to extend their support to the construction of the Golden Jubilee Office block located in the Diocese of Mahdi West Nile headquarters in Arua City.
Today we have 13 archdeaconries, 152 parishes, 6 sub-parishes, and 685 congregations. It is enormous, and God has been gracious to us for day one up to this time, and this is the reason why we want to say thank you. Can you join me really to say to God thank you? I want to thank God that for the 7 years He has not made me to stumble. I praise God for His name. The second reason why we are here, which is the most cardinal reason, is to join the COC, Planning Committee, and the Project Committee, and the Synod of this diocese in raising funds to support the mega project called the Golden Jubilee Office Project. We shall appreciate you if you join us in this struggle. Make a mark, make a brick that will write the history of this Golden Jubilee together.
The Bishop of Nebi Anglican Diocese, Right Reverend Ponzozele Awinju, applauded Right Reverend Charles Collins Andaku for his humility and transformation agenda for the development of Mahdi West Nile Diocese.
Bishop Collins has always amazed me. He has amazed me because in his 7th anniversary, he should have been looking for opportunity like many other church leaders who want to look for the slightest opportunity to bring people and gather money towards retirement. And this is a man who turns around to use the opportunity for building the diocese. That is very amazing. What a humility, friends. And this is the person we have come to celebrate. This is the person we have come to say, God, thank you for giving us such a character. Thank you, God, for giving us somebody like that who does not want to be above God. These are a demonstration that he acknowledges his whole life is based on God's grace. Such humility can only come from somebody who acknowledges that God, I am all I am because of your grace. Hallelujah.
Honorable Oguzuli, the Member of Parliament for Maracha County, commended the church for their visionary leadership that has planted a seed which has brought together different religious denominations for the transformational development. Honorable Oguzuli Dennis further commended the church for their accountability, urging the government officials to emulate accountability in the government institutions.
While sitting here to see the Lord bishops of the various denominations and the head of the Islamic faith and other religious leaders seated, all pursuing what my friend called the transformation agenda, and because of such visionary leadership of bringing people together, I want to thank the Host Bishop for planting the seed. Accountability has now taken root in the church. This is also good news. I therefore want to invite our government to learn from things like this. Because in the government systems, accountability is unheard of. And it is very, very important that when accountability takes root in church, the people who are Christians or who subscribe to these various faiths should be able to take what they learn in church to their places of work, so that we have something to work with.
Honorable Feta Godfrey, the Member of Parliament for Ivo East constituency and representative of the Chief Guest, Right Honorable Anita Among, the Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, congratulated Right Reverend Charles Collins Andaku for the 7 years of transformational pastoral leadership of the Diocese of Madi, West Nile.
I want to take this opportunity, first of all, to congratulate the Right Reverend Charles Collins Andaku upon 7 years of transformational pastoral leadership. And I want to thank you for the manner in which you have constituted the project management team and the way you have assigned for us. Within 2-3 years, we can see a magnificent structure coming up. Without a defined source of income, but faith and the spirit of transformation. Conveys a contribution of 25 million shillings. She said this is to begin with, because the project is still big. We have not been asked the president to formally contribute, and after here, we will now be asking the president to formally contribute, together with the synod as an element of parliament. The president's track record is very clear. At an appropriate time, that contribution will be made. Me and NILE political party will be transferred to the diocese project account 5 million shillings.
construction of the proposed 4-storied Golden Jubilee office block is estimated to be 7.8 billion shillings, and so far the diocese managed to receive a total of 86,262,131 shillings. A total of over 221 million shillings was raised from the Thanksgiving and mega fundraising drive for the construction of the Madi West Nile Jubilee office block. Okumuringa Christine for West Nile Television, Nilecast. And more in our stories. Plan International Uganda, through the Rising Project with funding from Germany National Office, on the 9th of April 2024, handed over complete school structures to the schools and communities of Paminya, Alwala, Nyarondia, and Ramogi Primary School, respectively. Alfred Jawok reports more.
Plan International, through Rising Project with the funding from Germany National Office, aiming at creating opportunities for children to access quality and inclusive primary education, has this afternoon, 9th April 2024, handed over complete school structures to the school and community of Paminya, Alwala, Nyarondier, and Ramogi Primary School, respectively. The structures comprise of one block of 2 classrooms with an office, 2 stands latrines for teachers, 5 stands latrines for boys, and 5 stands latrines for girls at Alwala Primary School, has given hope to improve education in Atego and Nakuru Sub-County. While handing over the structures to the school administration on Tuesday, 9th April 2024, Mr. David Okwaimongo, the head teacher at Paminya Primary School, lauded Plan International for their continued support to schools in rural areas.
Given them so many names. I can call them Savior, I can call them our friends, our partner, because of wonderful things they have done for us and have made us who we are today, as you're trying to see us. So we are for that day of commissioning the wonderful things that Plan have done for us here. In fact, last year it was around also March when disaster came and also captured us seriously here in Paminya. A strong wind came and blew off our room. You can see the wall remaining there. We were left helpless and no life.
Mr. Elino Omashar, the acting area manager, Plan International West Nile Region, says they are committed to help other schools so long as communities are cooperating with them.
The district leadership, both political and technical at all levels, for welcoming Plan. Thank you for the support we are getting in terms of dealing with some community challenges. Chairman Atego, I remember we had a very big challenge here, but today you testify, you are giving me hope. That is not the same Atego that I came to meet the other time. That is great. And I believe we shall continue to see that Atego becomes what you want to see in your dreams.
Nebi Deputy Resident District Commissioner Hassan Basalera cautions both pupils and teachers against misusing the structures. He further encouraged parents to give basic support to their young girls in school.
Because of Plan International. When I came in, as the DEO said, you know, we had assignments when we were going to do districts. During campaigns, you people who are this way, you don't know what happened in Kampala. We have the so-called NGOs. Some of them are briefcase NGOs. They have no address, they have no everywhere, and others, they were supporting homosexual. So that money which they used to have, that's when they used to fight.
Emmanuel Orombi, Nebi District Chairperson, tasked other non-governmental organizations working Nebi District to emulate what Plan International has done for rural schools through construction of good classroom blocks, latrines, among others.
Great work you are doing. You see, I always tell people, our people like stories so much. We say, what is the name of your organization? Sir, you know our name. Our name, they take time, then they say, so and so international. I say, if you are international, where are you? In Uganda, we do this. I say, you talk about Navy. In Navy, we are in Yarabur. Where? They say, in Bar West. Where? In one village. But if they begin to criticize government and they talk, I say, they're very big. So I'm so international, so I'm so Uganda, but nothing on the ground. So, but for plan, it is visible. You can just see and you say, this is plan. You don't need signpost even. Even without signpost, they are visible, community know them. Apparently, almost everyone knows what plan is in Navy. That's why when we stop even plan, they know the other international now they can finish that English one.
Pamenya Primary School is a government-aided school with only 2 classroom blocks for both administration and staff room, but the new blocks has renewed hope in learners for better education. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories, Omugo Girls Secondary School in the community-owned school in Omugo Sub-County, Terego East Constituency, Terego District, has received 40 metallic beds from the Terego Woman Member of Parliament, Honorable Obiga Rose. Osuta Yusuf reports.
The plight facing the students at Omugo Girls Secondary School who have been sleeping on the floor for many years was raised when the Uganda Women Parliamentary Association MPs visited the school for an oversight tour recently. Matia Ferida, the head girl for Omugo Girls Secondary School, averred that they have never in the past received such kind of general support and promised to thank the Oman MP Honorable Biga Rose by making sure they excel well in exams.
Today I am so blessed for what has happened today because it had never happened in those days. So my dear Honorable MP, I really want to thank you very much for what you have done to us. We promise to excel and do well in this school. That's how we are going to appreciate you. So thank you very much. May God bless you and extend your days.
Driwale Morris, a resident in Omugo Sub-County, advised the students to concentrate on reading books.
The message I have for you is just to concentrate on your books. That's the only message I have for you. If you want to see your future, if you want to join in future, the beginning is now. You are at the right place. There are some schools which are worse than these ones. We have ever gone to other places. You are at the right place. Appreciate the services which are given to you here. Admit, put in your mind that you will succeed. That should be your goal. That's the end of you.
Mr. Emmanuel Aramia, a teacher at Omugo Girls Secondary School, appealed to the students to work hard so that they have a better future.
Before the arrival of the beds, you were very, very uncomfortable on the floor, and that made you to wake up early for studies. Now that the beds have come, let the beds not be your comfort zone. The beds should not be your comfort zone. Please, can you work hard so that you sleep on beds that are better than what Honorable has brought for you? These beds Honorable has brought, they must not be your best now. If this has become your best, you are ruining your future. It is my humble appeal to you.
The Terego District Woman MP Honorable Biga Rose, who bought these beds, is optimistic that the school will benefit more when it is taken up by the government.
Sarah upendi ale dino for femi dress. Sarah choti ya mamumu ya auto school lungadrisi. Sarah si waraga Janet Museveni ni first lady ni. First lady omvi waraga na ni 3 years. Jozo kini ile ba du school de. Nyonanda vote dema koro drio. Bazi kweli minister kia marudi ayo. Mazo to school riparie Kambala lera. Sio perianda ramani muzu Sara yeti zurwa. Ma itabekini Saro pendi kauzo azibadalini. Iroto de follow amanga mu follow di beraba. Ma Mungu zik letaba du school di te. Banya muto kitanda ali dia lori sidinia.
She also advised the students to stop believing in things of witchcraft, which she says can tarnish their brains and destroy the school.
Believing in witchcraft. Stop believing in evil spirits. Because me as a member of parliament, I compete with other people. Don't you think I would be alive? Concentrate on books. Stop things of evil spirit. If you say evil spirit, it will come. You understand? You are near a church, which evil spirit comes here. It must stop. It can be cerebral malaria. It can be something else. Okay? It can be typhoid. If you, by the way, if you say there is a ghost here, you will see something. Image comes in your eyes that there is a ghost. And there are. I may believe you have come here to study. Somebody can want to kill this school and start saying there is a ghost here. And there are. Ghost from where?
Omugo Girls SS, a community-based school established in 1998, is the only girls' secondary school in Tergo district. Osuta Yusuf, West Nile Television, Nalcast.
A very good evening, viewers. You are most welcome for today's edition of NILE Sports Studios. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. This is the segment of sports. I know so many people all over the world, they want to know what is making headlines as far as sports is concerned. Not only for the people in West Nile, I mean all over the world. But let's kick start with what is happening in Koboko. When I talk about what is happening in Koboko, know that I am talking about the zonal championship, whereby we are having so many schools from different parts of the region taking part in that zonal championship. I can confirm to you for some of the schools, more especially Usindi Senior Secondary School, they have already been nullified from the competition because of breaking some of the rules in the tournament. Yesterday they had a game with the champions of Arua City Senior Secondary School. That game ended a 1-all tie, but they have filled in ineligible players. Because of that, they have been thrown out of the competition. Remember, they were pitted in the same group, in Group B, alongside schools like Senior Secondary School. The champions from Arua City, we had St. Aloysius College in Nyapia. We had also a school called St. Daniel College Compound. Maybe not forgetting about Lodonga Seed, and also the school that has been nullified from the competition, Usindi, and now 4 schools have been left in that group. That's Group B, and it was time to be the dangerous group of death. That means the match they actually played with Senior Secondary School, which ended in a 1-all tie, has also been nullified. And there was a game still in that group where we saw the team of Senior Secondary School edging out the champions of Yumbe District. I am talking about Lodonga Seed by a 1-0. That means 2 games have been played by the school, Senior Secondary School. Early yesterday, they ran riot of a school that comes from Nebi District, Nebi Municipality, called St. Daniel Componi College. They beat them by 5-0. It was actually thrashing 5-0. Like I said, the other game they played yesterday has been nullified. The second game today, winning it by 1-0. Not only that game that has been played, there was a game between Luanga and the school called Paida SCS. By the way, schools from Greater Nebi region, I can confirm to you they are not doing so well. The host school, St. Charles Luanga, managed to beat the school Paida SCS by 3-1. And also Nile High, we are 2-0 winners over the school Odrav. Odrav is actually a school that comes from Yumbe District. So these games are continuing until the final day, and the final will be played on Sunday. Let's leave what is happening in Uganda, in West Nile. There, the biggest story tonight is the return of UEFA Champions League. Arsenal will be taking on the team of Bayern Munich. Meanwhile, at the same time, as the Gunners will be on the other side of the screen. Expect a game between Los Blancos and the team of Citizens. It will be a clash between the record champions up against the reigning champions. I mean, Real Madrid, they are the record holders of the team title. While Manchester City last season, they went on to beat Inter Milan 2-0. Remember, it was a catastrophe of strike that went straight into the back of the net, stealing the win for the team of Manchester City for the first of its kind. Both sides, right now, they are performing very well. Manchester City, they are performing very well. You talk about Real Madrid, they are performing well. For Manchester City to have proceeded to the quarterfinals, they eliminated a side from called FC Copenhagen. The first league ended 1, went to Denmark, and also at Etihad, it ended 3-1. Proceeded to the quarterfinals. FC Copenhagen, what about the masters of the tournament? They were pitted against the team of RB Leipzig from Germany. The first league, they went away to Germany. It ended 1-0, and the reverse fixture was at Santiago Bernabeu in a 1-all tie. That means the quarterfinals after 2-1 aggregate win over the team of RB Leipzig. They are clashing tonight. The kickoff time is 10 p.m. I don't want to forget to mention the time because the time zone has changed. Games that used to start at 11 p.m. these days, they are starting at 10 p.m. Real Madrid up against the team of Manchester City. It will be at Santiago Bernabeu. What about Arsenal up against the team of Bayern Munich? The last time Arsenal played in the quarterfinals was way back in 2009-2010 season. That means 14 years on the road, they have not been in position to play in the quarterfinals of UEFA Champions League. And the games they have been playing against the team of Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich actually has been running riot over them. We are waiting to see if history will be broken tonight or still the history will be maintaining itself. It's actually history speaking against the form. What am I meaning here? Arsenal right now, best team from England. Form-wise, they are performing very well. Meanwhile, for the team of Bayern Munich, they are not performing very well. They are arch-rivals. Bayer Leverkusen is just a win away for the team of Bayern Munich to surrender the title into the hands of Bayer Leverkusen. It's actually form speaking against history. History is favoring the team of Bayern Munich. Form is favoring the team of the Gunners. We are waiting to see what will happen tonight. Before I leave the studio, what is also coming tonight in UEFA Champions League, I need to also give you, remember the team, Atletico Madrid, will be maintaining Wanda Metropolitan as they welcome the team of Borussia Dortmund. Atletico Madrid eliminated the team of Inter Milan, the finalist of last season. Meanwhile, for the team of Borussia Dortmund, they eliminated PSV Eindhoven, a side that plays in that Eredivisie. Their games tomorrow, not today, also 10 p.m. And at the same time, Paris Saint-Germain will have to maintain principality despite the princes as they welcome Barcelona in the first league encounter. For Barcelona, they eliminated Napoli. Meanwhile, for the team of Paris Saint-Germain, they eliminated Real Sociedad. I forgot one thing about the team of Arsenal going to the quarterfinals. They eliminated Porto. Meanwhile, for the team of Bayern Munich, they eliminated Lazio Roma. With that, we are ending. Let's link up again tomorrow, as I will be in person to feed you with what is going to happen tonight and at the same time what will happen tomorrow. Let's meet again tomorrow.
Thank you, Rocco Benson Pastore, for that sports news and that sports highlight. And that, viewer, marks the end of the NILEcast, only on West Nile Television. Thank you always, viewers, for taking the time to be with us from the beginning of the NILEcast to the end of the NILEcast, only on West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest